Okay, so it's time for another episode of 2 Minute Tuesday, and this week we thought, rather than talking about the normal taxes and administrative paperwork and things like that we normally cover on here, we would have a little bit of an offbeat episode. And so what we're going to concentrate on this week is some of the things that you might not be aware of in the Hondon Valley. So this will be good for people who live here and obviously people who are considering living here. So some of the things that we don't necessarily publicise on the website and things like this that might be of interest to people if you're potentially thinking of coming and moving to the area. So welcome to this episode. It's 196 of 2 Minute Tuesday, where we talk about some interesting facts that you might not know about the Hondon Valley. Okay, so number one. Now, if you are lucky enough to be in this area during the spring, then you will be able to marvel in the absolute beauty that we are fortunate enough to enjoy here of the almond trees. Now, places like Japan are very famous for their cherry blossom, but Hondon is equally as beautiful. Sort of mid to late February through till early March, the valley is just stunningly beautiful, as thousands, tens of thousands of almond trees that we have here all blossom, and it is pink and white blossom. And if you live in the area, you'll be familiar with people travelling up to the area, stopping their cars and photographing and filming the blossom on the trees. The beautiful pink and white blossom silhouetted against the blue sky. You have to see it to believe it. Most years we make a video of the blossom, and if you search on our YouTube channel, and type in blossom as the search, you'll see all the beautiful videos that we've produced. But we're very, very lucky to have it. Number two on the list is it's a wine lover's paradise. We're really, really lucky. We have a fantastic bodega here in Hondon, and this is where you can go and buy your wine from the producer of the wine. They do some great food and wine tours where they will teach you everything about the winemaking process and about the different varieties of wine that are available in the area, and of course you get to sample some of them. And for such a small village, we are lucky to have such a big producer, and really quite a well-known producer of wine. And as you go further inland and get higher and the temperatures get a little cooler, the wine gets better and better and better. So you go up to Pinoso and then Yekla and Humia, where you get the Dio wines. So if you are a wine lover, you'll get some great wine in this area. Point number three I've got, and some people won't be aware of this, it's the Hondon Valley. You go to live in Hondon. But in fact, there are two Hondon villages. So we have Hondon de las Nieves and we have Hondon de los Frailes. The word Hondon means valley or gorge, and Nieves means snows or whitecaps, and Frailes is the monks, the religious order. And don't think that because Hondon de los Nieves mentions snows in the name, that it is you need to bring your skis when you come here. Far from it. It's to do with the Virgin of the Nieves, which is the patron saint of the village. So there are two villages. They are both they're 7 kilometers apart from each other. In the middle you will find Urbanización La Montañosa, which is where we're based, and also the village the hamlet of La Canalosa. But both of the villages are unique. Hondon de los Frailes, maybe 1,500 people, pedestrianised area in the sense, with lots of bars and restaurants. Hondon de las Nieves, slightly larger, maybe 2,500 people, and a little bit more infrastructure there. So bigger supermarkets, street markets. Both villages have English-speaking doctors, things like this, but slightly more in Nieves, just because it's a larger village. The next thing that we've got is the Hondon Valley is a haven for migratory birds, and birds of all varieties. You will, while you're here, you'll have all the familiar birds that you're used to from North Europe. We've got the ring-necked doves, we've got all your sparrows and your blackbirds that you would expect. But we have so here we have golden orioles that migrate through the area. We've even got parakeets. They're not native. I think they've escaped from a bird collector, but they've been living here for a few years. There really is a really wide variety of bird life. So if you're interested in bird spotting, then it's quite interesting. And then of course you've got the majestic eagles as they come into the valley, and you really can't miss them. They're enormous. And the other thing that nobody believes until they see them is the flamingos. Now, not in Hondon itself. If you go on the road from the airport down the coast, if you go on the Salinas at Santa Pola and near Guadamar, you'll see all the flamingos in the Salinas there. And it's a bit strange. You expect them to be in Africa maybe, but no, they're here in just over the mountain from us. The next thing is that we have quite a unique little microclimate here. We are a valley inland, so we are the first valley inland from the Costa Blanca south, and we are about 350 meters up to about 450 meters in altitude, depending on where you are in the valley, if you're in the base or on the site, and we get a really nice microclimate here. So in the summer we're going to be a couple of degrees cooler than maybe they are on the coast, which is a benefit to everybody when you're here. We have a nice breeze that comes down the valley sort of 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which sort of clears out a lot of the heat, and you really do benefit from that. In the winter, again, we're going to be a couple of degrees cooler than you are on the coast, but you know, if it's a really cold day on the coast and it's 12 degrees, then it's going to be 10 degrees here. We don't suffer as much with the humidity, and probably a lot less mosquitoes and things like this. So worth considering that. We're getting on to the end of it now. Olive trees. Now, you will see when you're driving around that there are the big crops that we have here are the almonds, the olives, the fruit trees, and the grapevines. But a lot of the olives are, now say reportedly, 1,000 years old. Now, I have no idea how anybody would know this, but you can sort of see the age of them by how old and gnarly they are. And many people will have these in the gardens. We've got a beautiful shaped olive tree in the garden here, and they are spectacular. And if you light them well at night and things like that, they really do look lovely. So if you're thinking of buying a property here, putting one of these in your garden and then uplighting it is absolutely fantastic. And then the final thing, which is I think one of the things that unless you're here you really won't get to appreciate, is the fiestas and the festivities that we have here in the valley. We're really lucky that we've got the three villages like Analosa, Nieves and Frailes, but the fiestas that we have belie the size of the village. So for example in Hondon de las Nieves we have stunning fiestas that run in the peak of the summer, late July, early August, and it's sort of a week or 10 days of some religious, some traditional, some just outright party. We have the fondoneras, which are the young ladies who represent the village, which is very traditional with all the beautiful costumes and the presentation of the ladies, things like this. Lots of cultural events. There are lots of religious events, which are obviously based around the church in the centre of the village. And then we have the fun party, the parades, the Correfocs, which if you've never seen it, then again have a look on our website or on our YouTube channel at all the videos we do of the Correfocs, where basically people virtually on fire running through the village through throngs of people who are there to watch it. It's you really do need to see it to appreciate it. So the fiestas here, and then obviously in Frailes they have their version of the fiestas. In La Canalosa they have a fiesta, but also they are very well known for the Belen, which is the sort of the live nativity that they do, which is normally the last Saturday before Christmas. And again, this is absolutely stunning. So if you do make Hondon your home, you will see a huge amount of traditional parades and fiestas and the Moors and Christians parades and things like that. And then also within half an hour, you can be in Alicante or a little bit longer in Valencia, and then see all the parades that go on there on an even grander scale. So it's culturally and party-wise, it's brilliant. You will really enjoy it. So they're just a few little facts and notes about living in the Hondon Valley. A little bit of a change from the normal taxes and paperwork that we need to talk about. So I hope you found some of these things interesting. We'll try and leave some, if I can remember, I'll leave some links in the description below to some of the videos that we've done. But if you have any questions or queries, please let me know. My details will be on the screen at the moment. And that's it for this week's episode. So thank you for your time. Hopefully we'll see you for the next episode. Remember, you can always subscribe if you're on the YouTube channel, and that really helps. So until the next episode, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Adios.